Let me show you how to make a quilted stocking. This was actually my first time quilting anything, so I promise it's super beginner friendly. Start by choosing 4 to 6 fabrics and cutting 5" by 5" squares of each. You'll need 24 squares total. Arrange the squares however you'd like in 2 columns of 5 squares and 1 column of 2 squares per side. Don't forget there's a front and back side, which should be mirror images of each other. I use little clips to mark which piece should be on top and stack them in order. Sew the columns individually first, making sure you sew pretty side to pretty side. Use a 1/4" seam and remember to backstitch when you start and stop. I actually learned how to make this from Tammy Jones from Hometown Quilt Company on YouTube. Her videos are amazing and so easy to follow if you want to check her out. Iron your columns flat and then sew them together pretty side to pretty side with a 1/4" seam. Again, don't forget to make sure your front and back sides are mirror images. The toes should face opposite directions when you're done. Okay, time to quilt. Lay your stocking pieces on some batting and roughly cut the batting to size. It doesn't have to be perfect. Once both pieces are cut, quilt them by sewing a 1/4" seam down either side of each existing seam. This is super simple if all of your patches are perfectly aligned, but if they're not, like how mine were not, it just takes a little more time to quilt each individual square. Now take one of your quilted pieces and sketch a stocking shape on it. Just make sure you don't draw it too small so you have enough space for the seam. Cut your first stocking side, and once that's done, you can use it as a template to make the other side. One more time, just remember that the toes of each side need to be facing opposite directions. Alright, now you get to sew both sides together, pretty side to pretty side with a 1/4" seam, leaving the top open. Don't forget to backstitch when you start and stop. Now time for the lining. I chose this pink flannel, but you can use whatever fabric you like. Fold the lining fabric in half and lay it out on a table. Then, using your sewn stocking as a template, trace the shape of the stocking onto the lining and cut it out. Now on the back side of the stocking, take a ruler and make a first mark at 4 inches down and a second mark at 7 inches down. Cut a 6" piece of any ribbon you'd like. It'll be the loop you use to hang the stocking. Fold it in half and secure it with a clip on that 4" mark. Sew the lining pieces together with a 1/4" seam, pretty side to pretty side if that applies. Be sure to sew over the ribbon, but then stop. Start again at the 7" mark so you leave a hole in the line. We're gonna need that hole later to flip everything right side out, but it'll get sewn up at the end, don't worry. Okay, now flip your stocking right side out, admire all your hard work for a sec, and put it inside of your inside out lining. You guessed it, pretty side to pretty side. Sew the lining to the stocking around the top edge with a 1/4" seam. Just take your time with this, it can be a little tricky. Once that's sewn, use the hole you left in the lining to pull the stocking right side out. Now you can pinch the hole together and stitch it up. Push the lining down into the stocking and fold the top over so the little loop is on the outside. You can totally stop here, but I decided to add some lace around the top because I just thought it was so cute. And that's it! I hope you have so much fun making this.